Hello, it's Wednesday. Meteorologist sitting over here from the First Alert Center, and live look outside on our Sky 9 camera. This is on top of the barrage overlooking the Mississippi, and it looks gloomy. Very cloudy to start off this day, and I'll tell you what, it's a lot warmer than the past couple of months. I mean, we started out this week below freezing both mornings. So yeah, we're now into the 60s right now, 60 degrees in Baton Rouge, mid 60s in Gonzales, 66 in Homa. So quite the difference compared to the last two mornings. And compared to the last 24 hours, this time yesterday, we're running 6 degrees above where we were yesterday. 10 degrees in Hammond, 9 in Homa. So the idea is much warmer and also much more humid. Look at this. So these are our dew point values. Dew points measure the atmospheric moisture, so it's another way of measuring humidity. Yesterday, to start the week, and on Monday, we had really dry air and also cold air in place. Well, that's getting replaced by moist air and warm air. So dew points are running 20 degrees above where we were this time yesterday. So the warmth is back, and so is the humidity. So we are tracking the potential for a few showers today, but the better chance is going to be tomorrow when we get another cold front through. So live look on our first alert radar network, we're dry, but you see some sprinkles down towards the south and mainly off towards the west is where we're seeing the best rain chances. But this is going to work its way eastward, but to be honest, I think a lot of this really isn't going to hit the ground. I think we're really just going to stay cloudy through the afternoon. Maybe you run into a very light shower later into the afternoon, evening, and I'm talking very light. It's just going to become some kind of sprinkles. So I'll show you that on the futurecast here. So you see the rain out towards the west and into the south. We're just stuck underneath the clouds. So if I advance this to around lunchtime, that's going to be the case. Yeah, it starts to pop up a few more flickers of green, but again, I don't think a lot of this is going to hit the ground, just going to be quite gloomy. We may see some showers along I-10 near Covington, or New Orleans near Covington, I-55. That's the best chance of seeing some of the lighter showers, but really we may just find ourselves under some light sprinkles as we get into the evening. So here's 7 p.m. Again, mostly cloud cover, maybe a late shower. The change really arrives overnight into really early tomorrow morning. We could see some heavier pockets of rain closer to the coast, maybe a few thunderstorms embedded in this as well. So this is mainly going to remain mainly to the south and east, but we could see a few moderate rain showers really early. Then that makes its way off towards the north. We'll get more sunshine through the afternoon on Thursday. Thursday is going to be much warmer than today. So this is noon. Then as that cold front starts to approach, we could see a few scattered showers, maybe an isolated storm in there as well. This is by the evening. So late afternoon, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock into the dinner time hours, this will continue to make it towards its way down towards the south. Then that cold front clears out all of that moisture and we get a brief cool down for Friday. I'm talking very brief because temperatures rebound right back into the 70s. So today I have an isolated 20% chance of a shower. Again, very light, more like sprinkles on your windshield type of rain. Tomorrow, better chance really early in the morning, and then again into the afternoon and evening as that cold front pushes through, scattered showers and a few embedded thunderstorms in that. So you may hear some rumbles of thunder. Then that kicks out the moisture briefly, so we're dry once again by Friday and Saturday, but the moisture comes right back, it rebounds, so it's possible that we could see a few isolated spotty showers returning by Sunday and into the first part of next week, but we're staying mainly dry. In fact, the Weather Prediction Center, shows rain total amounts through the next week, less than 1/10 of an inch for many. So really not talking about collecting a whole lot of rain. Most of it will stay to the south and east, so New Orleans is likely to get more rainfall than we are through the next 7 days, but it's still not a lot. 1/2 inch or less, we're still not talking about heavy rainfall. So with the moisture making a return, as well as the warmer temperatures, there is a potential for patchy dense fog developing overnight Wednesday into early Thursday morning. I don't think it'll be super widespread, but there is a potential that you could run into some areas of dense fog. So because of that, the National Weather Service has gone ahead and issued a dense fog advisory. So that'll go into effect at midnight on Thursday and remain until 9 a.m. And that's just for the potential of that fog developing. So keep that in mind for Thursday morning commuting to work. If you have to go anywhere early, give yourself that extra time. Don't rush. You want to give yourself extra space in between cars so that you're safe on the roads in the morning on Thursday. Let's talk about the warm-up. Yes, we're getting the moisture returning, and yes, we're feeling more like spring than we are for winter this time of year. This is why, if you look at the water vapor, you can kind of see there's this clockwise motion, and it kind of looks like an upside down U shape. That's what we call high pressure in the upper levels, and high pressure leads to warmer temperatures, and that's what we're expecting right on through the week of Christmas. For the holidays, we're looking at mid to upper 70s. So right now we've got 75 degrees on Christmas. Certainly what I would prefer, but for those of you who like the more winter feel for the holidays, it looks like we're not going to get that this year. In fact, in the extended forecast, so I'm talking 8 to 14 days, really through the end of December into next year, to start of January, the Climate Prediction Center is highlighting almost the entire country for above normal temperatures, with that bullseye really contained to the central and southern U.S. That means the darker red is higher probabilities of temperatures running above normal. So it's very likely that we're not only going to continue the above normal temperatures, 70s, through Christmas, but also through the end of the year into the first part of January 2026. So today, we start the warm-up. Upper 60s through the afternoon. It's going to be quite gloomy though. Oop, didn't mean to put that. Let's bring it back. There we go. It's going to be quite gloomy. Cloud cover, maybe you see a sprinkle, but really it's just going to be cloudy. The best rain chances are going to make a return tomorrow with that cold front moving through, and that's mainly going to be scattered showers, a few storms in there into the late afternoon and by the evening. So it's still going to be not a complete washout throughout the day on Thursday. Then that kicks out all the moisture. So you see on Friday there, it says 63 degrees. It's still slightly below normal, so it is a brief cool down. We go from upper 70s to low 60s, so you'll feel the difference, and you also feel the difference in the air as well. So once we get past Thursday, we'll get that drier period back. I don't know why that keeps, there we go. Here you go. So yes, mainly warm, right? We get that brief cool down on Friday after that cold front passes, but the upper 70s make a return. And you see that at the top of Sunday, that's the official start of winter. Certainly not gonna be feeling like that. Once we get into the holiday week, it looks like we'll keep the mid to upper 70s running. And like I showed you, we're likely gonna stay in that warm pattern. All right. Jeff Morrow will have more details on the breakdown on the timing of the rain later today. That's possible, just light rain. And then again tomorrow with scattered showers and storms with that cold front. All for you in less than an hour on the noon show right here on WAFB.
Southern Air of Baton Rouge says no interest, no money down, no payments for 12 months on HVAC, plumbing, and electrical services. Scan the QR code on your screen to learn more.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.